When he wasn't chasing UFOs or hunting Bigfoot, Tom DeLonge was the king of pop punk, topping charts and breaking obscenity laws with Blink-182. Since leaving Blink in 2015, DeLonge became a full-time UFO researcher and fiction writer, leaving the world of music for conspiracies and secret government meetings. But will Tom ever return to Blink? Or would Blink ever take him back? DeLonge did reunite with the band once before after leaving in 2005. After his initial exit, DeLonge told MTV he literally stayed awake for 3 weeks straight, attempting to figure out his next move without Mark Hoppus or Travis Barker. He ended up forming Angels and Airwaves, promising the greatest rock and roll revolution for this generation. Instead, we got We Don't Need to Whisper, an over-the-top artsy version of Blink who recorded a few memorable songs. They were ultimately criticized, though, in part for Tom DeLonge taking himself far too seriously. By 2009, both Angels and Airwaves and Plus 44, Hoppus and Barker's post-Blink band, had mostly faded away. But when Blink-182 reunited at the 2009 Grammy Awards, fans lost their minds. The breakup had been an ugly one, but the pop-punk legends were about to usher in a new era of upbeat music. Or at least, that's what we hoped. In reality, Blink never really returned to what made them great. Mark and Tom didn't look like they were having fun anymore, and the band's comeback album Neighborhoods was an outright bomb. It actually joins Cheshire Cat as the only Blink album not to attain a gold or platinum status. It was just the wrong time for a new Blink album. Travis was still healing from a near-death plane crash, while all three members were just emailing tracks back and forth to each other rather than actually sitting together in a room and jamming. When Tom left for the second time, it was far less of a shock than his split a decade earlier. That is, until he claimed he never quit in the first place. Mark Hoppus said in a Rolling Stone article, "There's a flurry of emails going back and forth for clarification about recording and the show, and his manager sends an email back saying, 'Tom is out.'" Direct quote. This is the exact same email we got when Tom went on indefinite hiatus before. Travis Barker added, "It's hard to cover for someone who's disrespectful and ungrateful." Fans already knew about Tom DeLonge's enigmatic nature and obsession with conspiracy theories, but the musician's antics following his Blink departure surprised even his most hardcore followers. He began speaking cryptically to the public, claiming he had evidence of UFOs and that aliens really did exist. No shit. And remember that WikiLeaks dump of Hillary Clinton's emails right before the 2016 election? Amongst the tens of thousands of pages were emails Tom had sent to Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta. The former Blink musician was reportedly trying to obtain information about the so-called Roswell UFO landing of 1947, but no response was ever uncovered. During this period, Tom continued to claim that he could reunite with Blink whenever he wanted. But the band decided to continue with Alkaline Trio's Matt Skiba releasing the successful album California. While they were off playing music, DeLonge actually started a crowdfunding initiative to, we kid you not, build a spaceship that could, quote, travel instantaneously through space, air, and water by engineering the fabric of space-time. Though that feat wasn't quite achieved, that we know of, one of Tom's UFO clips did go viral, allegedly documenting a declassified government video of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Some fans were impressed, but famous astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson was not, saying, "Call me when you have a dinner invite from an alien. That is some high IQ shade." Then, following DeLonge's highly confusing appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, a tech company released a financial report from DeLonge's To the Stars Academy. They shared that the Academy was $37 million in debt. Of course, Tom DeLonge denied the claim. More recently, Travis Barker appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience, speaking candidly about his former bandmates' odd activities. Barker mentioned that DeLonge recently told him, "I'm on my way to the f***ing White House, bro," to which the drummer replied, "As you should be." He added, "Honestly, to walk away from your very successful band to go do that shit, I have nothing but respect for his passion." So will Blink-182 ever reunite with Tom DeLonge? Signs point to no. Blink have been filling massive venues for years with Matt Skiba, and they're set to release a new album this summer. As for DeLonge, he's still neck-deep in UFO research, even launching a new show on the History Channel, Unidentified, Inside America's UFO Investigation, this May. Most importantly though, the friendship between Mark Hoppus and Tom DeLonge once thought of as unbreakable by Blink fans, seems to be impossibly damaged. In a 2019 interview with Metro, Mark admitted he hasn't spoken to Tom in years. There's no bad blood, no ill feeling, no animosity or vindictiveness, he said. Being in a band for this long is like being in a marriage or relationship. A lot of times, it doesn't last, people change, things are different, but it's not a bad thing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Loudwire on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at GrahamWire, and we'll see you next time.